Welcome, beloveds, to your pick a card this week. Piles 1, 2, 3. Are you ready? Let's start this week with 1. And let's go. Ready? Let's go. Start with Tarot. Which card wants to speak, beloved? That's her card. Oh, that's a great card to get off the bat on the very first reading. Pile 1. My pile 1 beloveds. When the star comes up, the star is about having all of our wishes fulfilled. It's a very Aquarian, as it is the water bearer. So there's many things that come up in this card. The number 17 in the major arcana, the star. Have you been through a storm recently, beloved? Because the star card implies that after that the storm has passed, and there's peace and there's serenity, because it's the card on the Fool's Journey that is after the Tower. The appearance of this card offers us hope, faith, renewal. It's a positive and heartwarming card, and I have to tell you that I am so happy that this is the very first card on the deck, on the very first pile that was chosen today, because that was a hard week of card reading. Some of those readings were tough. I go into the energy of them, so it's hard on me too, and I experience oftentimes what's in my field, and when I'm going into the readings, that's what I'm doing. But the star card is a wonderful, wonderful start. One of the things about this card is that perhaps, to concentrate on spiritual matters. It's much like the Temperance, this card. It talks about too that if it's been difficult for you recently, that the situation is improving and it will continue to get better. And because of the stars, the star card has an infinity with astrology. And the astrology right now is pretty divine. There's a lot of things shifting and changing. We're going into eclipse season just around the corner. So if you're interested in astrology, let me know in the comments and I can speak more to the astrology of the times. One of the things about the star card is it urges us to find balance between our inner and our outer lives. As I said, it's similar to the Temperance card, and the Temperance card has reference to balance as well. So this card is about having faith in the future, having positivity, hope, inspiration, and it has a promise of peace of mind and a promise of the past. Just looking at it uplifts us and we feel blessed by it. It tells us that we are on the right track. So let's see what else. There is, beloved. There's your cards. These are your 2 cards. They fell out as crossings. So 5 of Cups crossing, and the Lovers, the 6. The number 6 arcana, the Lovers crossing. So this is telling me that you have this hope and inspiration that's coming here is coming after the sense of loss that you feel from this relationship. And this makes sense from the previous week's readings and all the heartache and heartbreak in those readings. So this is finished now, and what the star is here before us. This bottom one wants to speak. Oh, it's like this. It's a renewal. It's a renewal of your energy. It's a rebirth. And it's being mirrored here as well, right? These 2 cards both speak of a renewed sense of being, coming back to life, hope, inspiration, a new dawning. See all these people, and they're coming back to life, and that there is this rebirth happening. And this remedy here, because that cross there represents that remedy. And the Judgment card particularly asks you to cleanse your past, your guilt, your burdens. And it's about feeling cleansed. And it's about the feeling of your mistakes being washed away and being unburdened. It's a day of reckoning. It's awakening to possibilities. It's about recognizing your own inner conviction and true vocation. And this is a similar meaning. There are similar themes here in the star, because the star is about finding that truth within you and following a spiritual path. Notice on the star card that there isn't a path back into the mountains as there is in other cards such as the moon, because this is not an action card. It's not a manifestation card. It's a card to go within. And these two cards together are telling me that after this breakup here, this loss here, this loss of perhaps what you thought was a long-term partner, a soulmate, a relationship, maybe somebody has left and there's heartache. It's now time to go within and to discover and to develop a spiritual path, beloved. Let's look at the universal card deck, see which one would like to speak. Oh, two of them. Perfection is coming up reversed. So making sure to release traits of perfectionism, and then also attraction is also reversed, and it's a crossing, and it's showing as a crossing to your rebirth. So letting parts of your ego really die that are not meant to, that are not serving you. Because right now, if you are stuck in patterns, you're going to attract to you that same vibration, and that's not what you want, right? And same thing with perfection. And what's coming up here for me is to really let go of the past, to really let go of the thoughts you had about this situation here involving perhaps this lover, this soulmate, thinking that it was perfect and that nobody else can serve that place. Because when we put people up on pedestals, then we can never, like, nobody else is ever going to be able to fulfill this role in you of partner or, soulmate, because you have an expectation already of somebody previous. So make sure to, that's the first thing that's coming up. And so make sure to really let any of those things go, any of those expectations go, or any form of perfectionism. And remembering again that the imperfect is perfect, exactly the way it is. Remember, just really releasing. Right now, let's see which of the animal cards would like to speak with us. Oh, there's our card. Which one is it? Oh, it's eagle. Oh, there's two here. It's eagle and squirrel. So this card, these two cards here help us understand something. This is a spiritual, you are both initiating and completing a cycle of a spiritual cycle. It's like you're up level spiritually for you. You're going on a new quest. The eagle is all about this mission, this mastery, being able to see from really high up, but paying also attention to details and a connection to spirit. And that's your spirit within you. This is the same spiritual quest here. So that's those two cards. And the squirrel reversed is making sure that, well, the first thing that comes to mind is letting go and not hoarding and not holding on, not storing these emotions that are here with these cards. It reinforces this card to really let go, let yourself be rebirthed, let yourself cleanse, because that's really one of the major meanings of squirrel. When it comes up reversed, it's a meaning about letting go and not hoarding and not holding on. So my beloveds, this is a really great reading. You're really about to soar here, as the eagle shows. Just let go of all that. You can do it. It's here for you in the cards. You're going to attain, new spiritual heights. And it's about a responsibility of power. That's another thing we look at when we look at eagle. And I wish you the best on this, in this cycle. It's not, it's never easy to see these cards. Heartache's never easy. And this last week, all those cards that came up, oh my gosh. But this is a good reading. And let me know in the comments if this resonates for you and if this is where you are on your path. All right, beloved, should we do let's do your last card. Language of light card. This is the one. Oh, soulmating. Aw. It was reversed. But it's okay. Look at this beautiful card. It's such a beautiful card. So even though you thought that this person here was your soulmate, and it didn't really work out the way that you wanted, this card is telling me that your soulmate is there. It just reinforces everything that was here, that it's going to come in. You're going to soar to new heights. You're going to go on a spiritual quest, an internal quest within you to find out and develop what really, really matters to you. And then in the end here, this is the final outcome card. It's a beautiful card. It's the card of soulmating. See, can I bring it even closer to you? Can you see how beautiful this card is? That's you, my beloved. There's nothing to fear. Put this card back here. And the tagline to this card. So remember that relationship is a reflection, right? Relationship is a reflection, mirroring back here to attraction and perfection and to letting go. So this talks about an encounter with a deepening. It's like a profound love and a profound change in how you perceive unconditional love. And to enter each other's life, to awaken and expand your hearts wide, and they'll never close again. And the purpose of a soul relationship is to mirror your love and light and melt away any of the hard edges or walls you have built. And that whatever is mirrored will intensify. Now, that's just what I was talking about already with this. I was talking about just making sure to let go of that, letting go here is so important. You're going to fly high, beloved. This is a beautiful read, just a beautiful read for you. First card and last card is just so great. And you're on a spiritual quest. Just go within, do your work. It really, really will be. I think this was like this. Is that how we wanted it? You're going on a soul journey, as reflected here by our very first card. Journey within, an internal journey, an internal spiritual journey that's going to up-level you. Okay, beloved, thank you for watching. Hit like if you liked it. Thanks so much. Now here we have pile 2, beloveds. Let's take a look at what this pile has to offer us, and we're going to start again with the tarot. That's our card. Oh, it's the Page of Cups. This card to me is always a psychic receptivity card. The pages themselves are always about messages coming in, something new starting, youth. It could be somebody in your life, but this particular card is, to me, a psychic receptivity card. And so maybe for you, beloved, you are starting to open up to your psychic abilities. You've always had them. We all have them. Some of us are more aware than others, and there's always more work that can be done. There's always more that can be uncovered. There's always more that can be developed. This card is about being open. It's about being creative. So opening up to your creativity. If it's a person around you it could be helping you, or a person who's very creative, or it could be a romantic gesture or a new romantic interest coming into your life. So let's look deeper and see what more the cards. Oh, this is the card. So it's a crossing card, but it's reversed. So maybe you have ended something that wasn't, maybe you've ended something, because when the 5 of Swords is reversed, it's not direct conflict. It's some type of defeat or like a battle that's done, right? This is already a defeat card, a finished battle, and then reversed, if it's even more so, but the time has already passed. The conflict isn't present, and it's the crossing card. So maybe in this situation, you have ended a relationship. And it probably just didn't end well. It didn't end amicably. And now there's a new opportunity on the table, a new offer being presented, as is being shown here by the Page of Cups. Let's look deeper. This one. Oh, there's going to be a choice that you're going to have to make. The cards are telling me that maybe you're in a relationship. But this card tells me that there's a lot of struggle in that relationship and animosity. And this card is showing up as a relationship or a choice being made, because twos in the tarot always present as choice. And this choice here, you're cutting off your heart. You're not allowing yourself to, you need to tap into your intuition and to really understand what's really going on with yourself, to really see it, to really feel it. Making a grounded decision is going to be important to you, but you cannot deny your emotion. You cannot deny your feelings. You cannot deny what you need for that emotional security. Let's see if there's another tarot who would like to speak with us. This one. Oh, so courage is coming up. And you're going to be strong. You can be strong, make a choice. There's a choice before you, beloved, and you're going to need to make a choice in order to move forward on your path, and being courageous, making a choice, moving forward. And it looks like there's going to be a choice of relationship for you. So if there is a breakdown here, and if there's conflict here, this card here, the Strength card, the number 8, Arcana, Strength, always does deal with compassion. Look how gently she deals with the lion. It's showing that she's vulnerable and she's open, she's gentle. And that's what needs to happen here. Be compassionate with yourself and anybody else that you're involved with. Because a relationship is over. If there's lots of struggle and animosity within that relationship, well, we still have a choice in how we act. And that's this card again coming up. So let's move on now to the Universal deck. See which one wants to speak. Okay, this card, Mind. So this is reflective here. Mind is being used. So let's think about the mind and what we can create with our minds. Use the power of your mind to bring into your life that which you want. And it might you might require you to have this strength here to leave behind a situation in order to open up to new possibilities. But that's what's being called for right now. So the Mind card just talks about, as we think our thoughts, these thoughts direct the universe into action and manifests the reflections of our thoughts into form. And that our thoughts are always creating our reality, whether we are conscious of it or not. So think about that, beloved. Think about the things that you want to create. And when this card comes up, we are asked to notice the thoughts we think and to confirm whether they're aligning with the reality we want to create. And then if they're not aligning, like if we constantly draw in relationships that we struggle with, or people that are against us, do not align with our own belief systems, our own philosophies, then this card asks us to develop new thoughts, new habits of thinking, and to choose our thoughts wisely. It reminds us that our minds, your mind, beloved, is a tool that you need to use for your betterment. Let's move on to your Animal card, beloveds, that chose pile 2. Oh, that's her card. It is Otter. Otter wants you to play. Otter wants you to play at, this is what the message is. See how it fell on top of the Mind card? Otter wants you to play, at thinking, play at creating. Make it a game. What can you bring into reality? How many thoughts, how many of your old, outdated, negative beliefs can you change? How much can you turn around in your life just by changing a thought pattern? So Otter wants you to play. Otter wants you to have fun. Otter wants you to open up to your femininity side, your creativity. And that's mirrored here too with the Page of Cups, because the page is creative, right? So this is the message of the otter. When otter comes up this way, upright, it's time to spend time with women, with the women folk, because otter is all about woman medicine, the energy of women, the energy that women bring, that only women can bring. So make sure that you're hanging out with your girlfriends, make sure that you're in groups that support you, make sure you're having fun, all right? Now let's move on to your universal, your language of light card. Oh, there's your card. Oh, look, I think you have two here. Oh, no, you have one. You are a light being. You are a light being. Call in your light ancestors. Reconnect with your true being. Your true being. That etheric nature that transcends this material realm. Remember, I think I pointed this out. I pointed this out in one of the videos this week. This is the planet Jupiter here, I'm sure of it. When this card comes up, know that you're blessed. Know that there is so much abundance and blessings coming into you. And that there's so many blessings, so much abundance coming in. There's this creativity here, this psychic energy here, the promise of a new relationship, a new romantic partnership, the friendship of women, the strength that is here. Using your mind to its fullest. Call them in. Call yourself in, your higher self. Start to connect with that higher self and ask for more guidance. Ask your own higher self to come in and help you with your mind. Pray. When you catch yourself in a negative thought pattern, change it around with that. All right, beloved. My beloved pile 2 choosers, I love you all very much. I'm moving on now. Thank you for watching. Well, here we are at pile 3. Let's see what pile 3 has in store for us. Which card shall we start with here? This is the card. Well, okay, this card came up a few times this week. Remember that this card always represents that you've come a long ways. Don't give up now. You feel limited. You feel restrained. But your restraints are kind of your own. In the world of mind, all of our beliefs, all of our negative beliefs are our own. Notice that she's not bound at her feet. She can walk away, and that the bindings on her imply that she can wiggle her way out of them. They're not that tight, and the blindfold on her across her eyes is an implication of not wanting to see. So open your eyes, beloved. What is there to see that you're not seeing? Card. Well, here is our next card. What would it be? What do you think it is? Oh, it's the 2 of Cups. So this is kind of similar. Maybe there's a similar theme in the air today. Choice you made, it could have been a love choice, a partner, a date, a relationship, is not going the way you wanted it to go. And you're not seeing what needs to be seen here. That's the very first thing that's coming up. And let's look what else is here to see. It could be somebody from your past, information from your past, love from your past, something from your past coming. But don't block it, all right? So it's definitely talking about a situation from the past and really asking you to you really need to see it for what it is. You need to look at the situation realistically. You need to allow yourself to look at the situation realistically. Also, this card to me, the 6 of Cups reversed, does also reinforce what I was saying before about needing to get out of a situation or a relationship and not necessarily wanting to see it. That's definitely becoming clearer now that I have these other cards. The relationship might be disappointing or maybe even stifling. Let's see which of the universal cards. Oh, this is the one. Oh, creation. See? Just remember that you are connected to the divine. therefore divine in nature, and that you can create whatever you want. You don't have to stay in a relationship that no longer serves you. And it doesn't serve you to be blinded to what is happening. It doesn't serve you to stay in a situation that stifles you or that, keeps you locked in the past. It's important to understand that you deserve the best in your life. You deserve the life of your dreams, and that it's all within your means, but it's taking proactive steps towards it, right? Her here, this Miss Eight of Swords here, needs to take some proactive steps away from her own bondage. She needs to release the blindfold. The message I'm really getting to off of these two cards, the Eight of Swords and the Creation cards, is that if it's about taking accountability. Remember this card here? We first talked about it, is that her limitations are her own. She doesn't have to, she can walk away, she can leave. And this Creation card mirrors that, about taking accountability for where we are in life and understanding that we can only be given what we're giving out. So the universe can only materialize the contents of your thoughts and the quality of your emotions into form. And what you think, how you feel, they'll manifest. So if you've manifested this loveless binding relationship here and you need to get out, just remember to start with the choice that you have to move forward out of this. Now let's look, beloved, at your animal card that wants to speak to you now. That's the one. Oh, Mountain Lion wants you to be brave, to be courageous, to lead your way out of this situation. Mountain Lion does not want you to have entanglement, emotional entanglement. Mountain Lion does not want you to feel like a victim or be a victim of any circumstance. Mountain Lion wants you to free yourself from your constraints, from your limitations, from the limitations that you place on your own mind, your own limiting behaviors. Mountain Lion is courageous. Mountain Lion aware of itself. Other animals do not mess with Mountain Lion. Mountain Lion stands in its truth. Mountain Lion is here to tell you that you have this courage inside of you too, and that you can take this accountability and this leadership for yourself by standing up for yourself. Call on Mountain Lion and Mountain Lion's bravery and ability to go forth when other animals are scared. Call on that courage, beloved, to get yourself out of this situation. Let's look now to see what there are two cards. One is an inward revolution and the other one is joy. So allowing yourself this time of transition is going to bring great joy to you here. Can you see these cards? Do you see how beautiful they are? And what about this one? So the change always has to come from within, and that mirrored here, this creation, right? But when you do, it unlocks this joy here, this joy that is here. This inward revolution here is a path that opens you to the wisdom of your soul, and that all things will come aligned, right? And that this joy is here too. To remember to keep our thoughts joyous and to empower yourself to choose joyful thoughts. And to have the courage to do that is what Mountain Lion says, to change your situation around. This card here represents lots to me too. The wheel of life in the major arcana, right? Now, it was flipped upside down when it came up, which just means that you have to change that. But you can do it, beloved. You can change. So this is a really great final outcome card. This is what's before you, beloved. Beloved pile 3 choosers, joy is on the plate for you. Creating change for yourself and this inward revolution, taking courage to change the situation, brings about joy and transformation. There you go, my beloved. Thank you for joining me here on my channel, Your Soul's Well. Have a blessed and beautiful week.